Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Dana. I'm a mama to four, and on my channel I love sharing our homeschooling journey as well as just simple living and motherhood. But for today's video, it is going to be a little bit different. I am doing my first kind of video and look at how I implement the Fly Lady cleaning method. I am so excited to finally be sharing this with you. I will go ahead and throw out there this video for the first one before I actually talk about the actual method and show you zone cleanings and everything like that. I'm really just going to be taking you along with me for my first actual big decluttering video. And I will go ahead and say that if you are not familiar with the Fly Lady cleaning method, that one of the biggest things that you will realize, especially once you actually start, that it is very, very difficult if you have a lot of decluttering to do. And I did not realize how much decluttering I needed to do until I started this method, because as you will see here, as I kind of show you my cleaning journal, once we get into the zone cleanings and the deep cleaning, or honestly even the home reset blessing hour as she likes to call it, I noticed that it was hard to really do everything on this list and check off things on the list with things that just need to be decluttered, and it just made it so much easier with that out of the way. So this first video, I actually pre-filmed the declutter of my little guy's room probably 2 months ago now. So I actually had to go back into kind of my SD cards and find the one that I had filmed showing kind of the decluttering process. But it is the first process, and really being able to be successful and good and do this job well of the Fly Lady cleaning method. So I am excited to take you along this journey with me. And like I said, that decluttering really is probably the most important thing that you can do before you start. Otherwise, I will go ahead and throw that out there as well. From my experience, it was very, very overwhelming starting because there was so many things to do. So for example, for the zone 1 processes of trying to check everything off of the list, as you'll see in the notebook, it was just very overwhelming because I couldn't work around whether it be the bins of full things. And so typically when it comes to zone cleaning, there's only about 15 minutes a day set aside for a zone per week. So you work on, for example, zone 1 for a whole week, but for each day you only work on said zone for 15 minutes. And I realized that it was impossible to do that with all the clutter. So I had to really spend my first chunk of almost a full month, because I couldn't devote a whole day to just decluttering everything. I spent probably a couple of weeks going through the different zones but decluttering these types of things. So that way the following month when I hit the zone again, it will be easier because the declutter is gone. And now when I go through and check off the list, whether it be tossing out magazines, cleaning out my purse, cleaning out my diaper bag and things like that, the hardest part, which is the months of not touching those things, has been done. So now when I go back and do it, it's just a few things that need tossed, if that makes sense, and things like that. But yeah, as I mentioned, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my homemaking journal, as well as taking you along to declutter with me. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's video. So this is my actual homemaking journal. I just designed this on Canva, so you can do that too and just print it off and kind of create what you want it to look like. But on the inside, on the first part here, I just kind of have my weekly plan, and it kind of runs through just the simple things that I do want to accomplish each day. This is outside of the zone cleaning and the actual school morning, if that makes sense. So each day kind of has its theme, so to speak. So that's my weekly plan, and this will be kind of another video as we go through a whole week of that in detail. And then this is the Fly Lady cleaning checklist. So whenever I do get into my zone cleaning, this list is honestly great for just making sure I kind of cross on my T's and dot on my I's, so to speak. So I have all my kitchen and dining room, my bedrooms, bathrooms, just kind of everything that needs done for that, and detailed on the back. And then this is my actual zone 1 paper for example, for the zone 1, the goal for the week is the entrance, dining room, and front porch. So typically for this whole week, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I only designate 15 minutes a day for zone cleaning. So it's amazing because for an entire week, you're focusing on one main zone. So you're not all over the place all the time. So for the first week of the month, or honestly, you can jump in on the zones whenever you want. Say every Monday, you start a new zone for the week, and it doesn't have to be in order. I jumped in kind of randomly, depending on where we were in the middle of the week. But this was zone 1, and the main things that we concentrated on. Again, just 15 minutes a day for that week. It's amazing how much actually gets done within that 15 minutes. And then my priority, now on here, I'm done with zone 1 for this month already, but my priority, since this is in a kind of laminated type thing, I can just take a dry erase marker, but my priority for this past week was the decluttering still. So I'm slowly working my way for that. And then zone 2 is the kitchen, and this is one that I'm still kind of working on, especially when it comes to decluttering. But in the open, it has all the different things that you need to do in the open and everything like that. And then priority, again, will probably most likely be decluttering for this month as well. Zone 3 is all the bathrooms and an extra room. So for zone 3, I just do bathrooms, and then I'll do sometimes the kids' bedrooms and rotate between that and then the main bedroom here. So, and that's for zone 3. And then zone 4, the priority for the entire week is like the playroom and school area. Now for her, I believe she mentioned like just like the den area, family room, whatever. But because we do have a separate space, I have to make that a little bit more of a priority to keep it, because it's a very small space, I do have to keep it kind of under wraps, so to speak. So I have that for my zone 4. That's something different than she mentioned. So I have my playroom and then my bookshelf, and that's honestly just straightening the books, sorting books, and gathering things for unit study, all on zone 4. And then zone 5 is kind of like the living room and then our little office area. And I put these separate because I think typically she would combine these two, but I just put this one separate. So if I did not get to like the office, it's okay for that month, depending on the month and how short or long it is and things like that. So that kind of gives you a breakdown on what each zone is. And again, you only designate 15 minutes a day per zone. And yeah, but right now for this video, you're just going to see a simple decluttering process. So yeah, let's get into it.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. Hand in hand, building castles out of sand, reaching for the grand. As willows align, we lose track of time. Head up high, now we climb. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover agents of the other. Beyond gravel, beyond all. A bigger scale, the world inhales as we go. I wouldn't want it any other way, no. Dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy
Well guys, thank you so much for being here and for watching today's video. I really appreciate every single one of you. And until my next video, I hope you guys have a great day, whatever you're doing, and God bless. Bye.